In terms of what we're going to see here in race 2 for the stock class, JD Beach starts on pole. Aguilar was the surprise package of the qualifying session. Andrew Lee, our championship leader, on the front row of the grid. He ended up finishing 5th in yesterday's race, so needs to find some improvement from that. Jason Uribe started the season so strongly at the opening 2 rounds of the year. He's going to be on the 3rd row of the grid, but on the 4th row of the grid, keep an eye out for Bryce Cornbow. Finished on the podium in yesterday's race. Further down the order, Rog, we've got plenty of riders that will view it that they've got a chance to be able to come through and fight out for a top 10.
Yeah, Nolan Lampkin. Chris Ellie had a big save on Friday. Good to see him out there today.
And in the field here for this weekend in the Stock 1000 class, with 36 riders making up the grid, and you can see here for the riders as they now make their way through to get to the starting grid and get ready for action to get underway. The riders now just lining up on the grid here, and it'll be a 33 rider field about to get underway. Aguilar moving on the grid there, but manages to get it stopped. And off the line, it looks like a good start being made there from the 4th row of the grid by Ashton Yates once again. And on the run down in towards turn 1, looks like JD Beach still able to hold on to that whole shot. Andrew Lee trying to get down the inside, holds on to that 3rd spot. Aguilar drops from 2nd to 4th, and it was into position to attack down in towards turn 1. And we've got a rider down, and it looks like the red flag has come out straight away for that as well. And we'll wait and see who that was that crashed. But for these riders, Rog, they have to do it all again now off the start. But important for the likes of, in particular, from the front row of the grid, the 14 of Lee, to be able to give yourself that opportunity to convert that front row start and challenge at the front in this one. That looks like the 194 that's gone down there as well. For 9 laps of Stock 1000 action, and JD Beach on the pole makes a quick start. Looks like Ashton Yates has made another good start, and on the run down in towards turn 1, 5 abreast in that second group. Jason Uribe from 7th on the grid tries to push his way through into the lead as well. We've got a couple of crashers down the field, 3 riders having to run off as well in avoidance. And at the front of the field, though, it is the Honda that's leading the way from JD Beach. Looks like Jason Uribe in 2nd spot.
Start here, it's kind of a common crash here at Virginia going down into turn 1 when you have over 30 riders in the class. Trying to funnel down in there is
and that's Joe Gianotto, and we've got another rider down in turn 3, Jason Waters.
I think somebody might have got into him as they were going through turn 3 and put him off track. You can see he's upset about that.
He's being pushed out a little bit there by Ashton Yates, maybe down into 3. But on lap 1 of a 9-lap race, Rog, everyone can't give an inch. You've got to just try and attack. You can see for our leading group of 4 just making their way down through the end of the lap now, and when they come across the line, Uribe's been able to open up a little bit of a margin now over JD Beach, and Beach should be under attack now. Attack Uribe, but we also know how well Jason's riding. He's made a big step from yesterday when he also had those tyre issues, but big waggle as he comes onto the start-finish line. Is that going to cost him some momentum on the run down in towards turn 1? He's got a run now, and JD Beach will see if into turn 7 he's able to put himself down the inside, and if he's able to attack, we've got another crasher. And we'll see if Ashton Yates has been able to make that move and make it stick. He hasn't been able to do that. Still JD Beach.
Before he gets a good run, you see looking at it just not close enough. That's going to be a spot as the race winds down.
Same as last time around as well, Rog. Able to hold that line in the middle of the track rather than taking up your optimum line on the outside. That could well be one of the key places for him. But the run up towards turn 7 as well, Rog, we've been able to see that he's been able to exit this chute really well. But it looks like Uribe's just got that extra couple of bike lengths on this lap compared to a lap ago on Ashton Yates, but not quite able to. Yates has a problem, and that's going to give that 3rd position.
Uribe made a mistake as well. He kind of turned in early to block JD from the inside, and looks like JD closed right up. See if he goes on the outside here in turn 3, not close enough. Jason does a great job there closing that inside line.
Let's see if he's able to close that inside line into turn 4. This is where JD's been really strong, and he gets that bike down the inside. Looks like he's been able to make that bike stop, and JD Beach able to take the race lead, and good call on that one, Rog. You saw that coming for a few laps. But for JD Beach, he is saving grace as Andrew Lee's coming in close now to Jason Uribe and in a position to attack him as well, and that might mean that JD's able just to open up an extra couple of bike lengths as we come down in towards the right-hander. And it looks like JD's just got enough, but he has a little bit of a slip there as he comes out of the last corner, as Uribe gets into that toe and tries to give himself a chance to drag him to the line. But JD Beach is going to go back-to-back here at VIR and claim both race victories. Jason Uribe takes 2nd spot. Andrew Lee ends up in 3rd spot, our championship leader. And as ever, the run towards the line, we'll see if anyone's able to have that slipstream. Looks like Simmons not quite able to give himself that chance on the number 98 machine. It looks like Anthony Norton might just be able to hold him off and that'll be our final points paying positions. Matt Spinak in 13th in the stock 1000 class as well. This was a massive weekend for him. Coming into the weekend, he said that he needed to win this weekend. Well, he's been able to win both races.
And when he got in the lead, that second sector,
perfect weekend, the 50 points, and he's able to hold off a 500th of a second from Jason Uribe and Andrew Lee. Bryce Cornbow once again coming through from the 4th row of the grid, this time to finish in 4th position. Jason Uribe's been able to close in by 6 points on his teammate, and Ashton Yates has just stayed that 30 points back in the championship stands. We're going to get the chance to go down to the podium now to see the celebrations there for JD Beach, our race winner. Next up on track, we'll have the Parts Unlimited Talent Cup by Motul Race 2. Yesterday we were able to see Hank Vosberg pick up that race victory.